I'm gonna go ahead and check out the NBA playoffs as I exit.
DC Hendricks is a good friend of ours, and he's a good friend of ours. Check him out, like I said, on ESPN Fort Wayne, 1380 up there. And like I said, when he gets his show back, the DC Hendricks Experience, you're talking about something that just goes more than just pop, more than just sports and pop culture. This man knows his stuff. DC Hendricks, man, hey, thanks for coming on at the last minute of the session, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
No problem, man. Anytime, man. I got you.
As we go to break, our good friends at yippee-ki-yay-blues.com, Eric, you know, they always have our artists of the week, and of course, it's always something, a pleasurable experience when we have them on there. So tonight's artist was actually on the show last Tuesday night. As we go to break, let's cue it up. It's our good friend. Hold up, the complete cue just went down. This is the good part of live radio. As I'm pulling up the actual cue, Eric, you know, before we go back into the bottom of the hour break, let's talk a little bit about Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors real quick. I'm going to take 15 seconds, and we'll talk more about it after the break. But, Eric, the Golden State Warriors up 2-0. You pretty much kind of let them have it, you know, with, you know, the whole thing with James Harden not playing defense. If you're Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors right now, do you actually play Stephen Curry anymore in the series?
I would put him on ice. Bubble wrap him, put him on ice, let him stay at home. I mean, there's no need to play him. You could beat him with the bench squad. I mean, they have already got Draymond Green, they got Klay Thompson, you know, and the rest of the cast. They can handle them. This will be a short series. It'll be a sweep. I mean, just leave him at home, because at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is they need Steph Curry at 100% as they go further on into the playoffs, especially when they do meet up, and they will meet up. Make no mistake about that, with the San Antonio Spurs. So he needs to be well rested. So yeah, definitely sit him down.
We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll go deeper into the Steph Curry conversation. And we also have a caller online from Dallas. It looks like our good friend Blake is online talking with the Mavs. We'll talk with him at the top of the hour. But before we go, like I said, the Yippee-Ki-Yay Blues Artist of the Week is our good friend Brandon Santee with his song "Help Me with the Blues." So we'll go into the top of the hour, the bottom of the hour break, and as we go, listen to "Help Me" from our good friend Brandon Santee. This is Full Court Press Radio Thursday edition. We're back in about 2 minutes here on the Happy Hour Network.
Well, I'm begging you, baby, won't you please come back home? I get the blues every morning, I get the blues late at night. I get the blues every morning, I get the blues late at night. Well, I'm begging you, baby, won't you please treat me right? Yeah, said help me with the blues, yeah. Said help me with the blues, yeah. Said help me with the blues, yeah. Said help me with the blues, said help me with the blues, that I can't carry on.
We're all born with the blues, whether we want to admit it or not. Though you'll truly experience the blues from a different yet very unique perspective when you visit Yippee-Ki-Yay Blues. At Yippee-Ki-Yay Blues, you'll experience some amazing sounds from aspiring talented musicians in the blues genre. Be sure to download Yippee-Ki-Yay Blues Android app from Google Play Store and get wired to the Rattled Beach Show on Friday nights. Blues on YippieKiYayBlues.com.
Are you looking for some sick sports apparel? DHTK designed some of the newest and coolest brands such as Represent, Game Over, and Don't Hate the King. DHTK's vision is to integrate culture, fashion, and attitude that best represents the players and caters to us, the fans. Click on DHTK.com and subscribe to their mailing list for an automatic 10% off your order. If you are a basketball fan, follow DHTK on social media. Visit DHTK.com for more details. DHTK.com. You don't have to be a king to dress like one.
Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, Late Night Parents is live and exclusively on the Happy Hour Network. So why don't you join me, Ted Hicks? I'm a dad, husband, and son as I moderate a weekly discussion and engage in an extraordinary range of interviewees for Late Night Parents. Whether it's from the world of politics, literature, visual and performing arts, science, business, technology, education, and even sports. They're all game changers. Why? Simply because we're all parents. Be prepared for an open and honest conversation because that's what you're going to receive. So why don't you break free and listen to Late Night Parents Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, live and exclusively on the Happy Hour Network.
We are back for Full Court Press Radio Thursday edition. I'm your host, Dave Thompson, checking with you tonight with our main man, Eric Cisneros of NBAFCPRadio.com. And as we came back from break, I know you heard the NWO theme song. If you're a big wrestling fan, the NWO theme song, because on the line is our good friend from the actual Full Court Press Radio chat. He is known as Mavs Fan for Life, our good friend Blake. I'm pretty sure he's got something Dallas Mavericks on the line. He's also a wrestling fan, too. Blake, what's going on, my friend?
Blake. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, Eric? What's going on, Danny?
Hey, Blake, since you're a wrestling fan, and your name is Mavs for Life in our Full Court Press Radio chat, I had to put the NWO song on for you because,
Oh, love it. Love
it. So, Blake, what's on your mind, Blake?
Man, first off is, how about that tragic day today?
Yeah,
China.
Yeah,
China and Prince.
China, Prince. It's a crazy day. And we talked about that earlier in the show, and it's kind of still shocking for me. Like you said, with China being a wrestling fan, I know Blake, you're a wrestling fan too. So it kind of hit us. It kind of hit us all hard on that one, and then Prince. I mean, it's funny because nowadays people in pop culture are only going to mention Prince because of Dave Chappelle and Rick James.
Oh yeah.
It makes great light about him being a basketball player. And the funny thing about Prince is that he was an actual really, really good basketball player in high school. I mean, there are pictures of him, in an afro, rocking, I think it was number 3, and they said he had game to him. So he was more than just a musician; he was a ball player too. But Blake, it looks like
he had some handles.
Yeah, I heard he did. I mean, ask Charlie Murphy about his handles. But Blake, I see your Mavericks are down by 10, but they somehow survived Game 2. As a diehard Mavericks fan, was this the best possible outcome that you could have gotten in Games 1 and 2?
Oh, man, it ranked up there with the championship season against LeBron James and D. Wade. It really ranked up there with one of those losses. I honestly didn't see that coming. I think as long as they can keep it close in the fourth quarter, as you guys know, OKC has trouble closing fourth quarters out. I don't know that. I mean, who am I kidding? Nobody sees Mavericks beating OKC, but I don't see OKC doing much in the next round if they can't close the fourth quarter.
Eric, do you want to take this one? Because you know me, I can jump on this one all day. Do you want this one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not surprised. I said that before the playoffs began that the Dallas Mavericks can take one, quite possibly two, just because OKC does choke. They do end up playing 2-on-5 ball down the stretch, and I mean, it's not a huge surprise. I mean, Dallas isn't that bad of a team. I mean, they're in the playoffs for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They're a very scrappy team. I mean, they've got a lot of pieces, although granted they're not great pieces, but they're all serviceable players. I mean, I could still see one more game getting squeezed out of it. But I mean, it's not that big. It's not that big of a surprise to me.
Yeah. If West can break out of his slump, they'll be in good shape to steal another one, like you said.
Also, too,
wow.
I go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Keep going, Eric. I'm just amazed. Keep going.
No, I'll let you go ahead and take over. I'll ask Blake a question at the very end of it all.
I think both of you guys have lost it personally. Love you guys both, Des. I think you guys are completely out of your mind. Oklahoma City is now. I think they've now awoken the sleeping giant. I think Kevin Durant's upset and he'll never shoot 7 for 33 again. That's for sure. Oklahoma City's now. Oklahoma City's now going to be. They're going to be on the mission. I mean, he's 7 for 14 right now, so basically he's done more than he did the last game. Now, mind you, Westbrook's 2 of 7, but here's the thing: the Thunder is now refocused. I think they now realize that you cannot slip up at any point in time. And honestly, if Kevin's not hitting, then everybody else should step their game up. Not just Russell, but everybody else should step their game up. It should have been Serge Ibaka fighting. It should have been, Anthony Morrow. It should have been somebody other than, than Westbrook trying to carry the team. And 2, if you both think that possibly in your mind that the Oklahoma City Thunder is not going to beat the San Antonio Spurs, you guys have all lost it. And now, like I said, I'm a type of person that will put a wager on it because the Thunder will get to the Western Conference Finals. The Thunder will beat the Golden State Warriors. I've already called it. I don't care if Stephen Curry's ankle is not 100% healthy. Even if he was healthy, this is the year of the Thunder. I said it all year, Eric. I have.
They can beat the Spurs, but they need to learn to pass a little bit better. That's their only problem. Just like Chuck and the NBA Inside Guys pregame show have mentioned, and just like Eric just mentioned, they play 2-man ball when it comes down the stretch, and that's not going to close out your fourth quarters, depending on just 2 guys instead of somebody else stepping up like Cantor. I mean, why would you not feed him? He's getting paid.
Because we all know
step up.
Because we all know Enes Kanter has dinosaur arms and cannot play defense. And I love Enes Kanter. I wrote an article a small time ago. But Enes Kanter has short arms, so it kind of hurts him in the post. I mean, that's why guys can pretty much get around him. He's not exactly the most fleet of foot, but if you don't have the most fleet of foot and you have short arms, what are you going to do defensively? And I love Enes Kanter. Right now, 9.5 rebounds in 11 minutes. I mean, he puts up offensive numbers and he rebounds very well. He's just not very good defensively. But that's okay. I will take it. Because really, Oklahoma City doesn't really need Enes Kanter because if they're going to use Draymond Green at the 5, that means Serge Ibaka probably will have to play the 5. And that could be a very good matchup for Oklahoma City by using Ibaka at the 5 and letting Durant run the 4. The only question is that if Russell Westbrook's in the game, and you're going to probably have to get some minutes, some quality points at Dion Waiters, the question is Andre Roberson ready to make an impact defensively on Klay Thompson? Because Curry is going to end up guarding. If Andre Roberson can take the challenge of guarding Klay Thompson and actually giving you a few points here and there offensively, the Thunder can match up just as good with Golden State as anybody else in the NBA. So that's the reason why I think the Thunder gets it done. And for the sake of the NBA, we need Oklahoma City in the finals. Just for the sake of the NBA, we need it in the finals. Because I don't want Kevin Durant considering Oakland. I don't want him considering Golden State next during the offseason. I don't need that. We don't. As NBA fans, and Blake, you can agree with this one, and Eric, you can probably agree with this one too. Do we really want to see potentially Kevin Durant playing with Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson? Because financially it could happen. I mean, can you just imagine how would you stop Westbrook, Thompson, and Curry? Durant, Curry, and Thompson all in the same unit. How do you stop that?
Yeah,
with Draymond Green. It's unfair.
Number one, Kevin Durant is not leaving Oklahoma City, first and foremost. He's not going to Golden State. I mean, it's just not going to happen, bro. It's just not.
As Mets fans, we already know it's
and also too
hard to land a free agent.
It looks great on paper, but I mean that's 3, 1, 2, and 3s. No big men are involved right there. I mean, all those positions need the ball in all those positions.
Draymond can play a 5.
Well, I'm saying with Steph Curry, with Klay Thompson, and then with the addition of Kevin Durant, you're looking at the 1, 2, and 3 positions who all typically need a huge chunk of possessions, with the ball in their hand. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how does that work out? I mean, there's not enough balls to go for those 3 guys right there. I mean, it looks great on paper. I mean, if you're playing NBA 2K, then you're just gonna demolish everybody. But this isn't 2K. This is real life. I mean, it could work. It could work. It doesn't work. There would definitely have to be some egos being checked. But It's not as sexy as it sounds on paper to me. And I don't think he goes there to begin with because I don't think Kevin Durant wants to be known as the guy who's chasing rings. I mean,